Hello, it's Sharon. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of these. Now you can hang these from the wall. You can have these in your window. I've seen quite a lot hanging from windows and they're really pretty from the outside. And you can also have it hanging from the ceiling. I've also got some similar decorations just to show you that you don't have to do it like that. This one's in progress at the moment, so it's not quite finished. But I'm just showing you that I've wound ribbon all the way around the top. Now I've got the ribbon dangling down and I'm going to change it a little bit and probably add some bells and different things to it. One thing I will say is when you're doing the ribbons, these look very plain on the bottom. I'm just going to show you that if you cut a V into it, it's really nice. It's a really good finish. So that's another one I've done. And then this one, it's got flowers and pretty beads and buttons and things on it and bells. There we go. So that's just to show you what you can do. So I'm going to pop that one there. And we're going to be doing one similar to this. Now, the one that I've done here, I've put lace all around the edges, but it's a lovely hoop. I like the wooden effect, so I'm going to leave it as it is. But you can, I'm going to bring it close, show you that if you just glue it on at the top, sort of fold it back over itself and then work round slowly, you get this really nice finish. There we go. Pop that there. So I've selected some different coloured ribbons. Now my ribbon I tend to found some online. I got some bundles. I collect ribbons and I was going to say bows, but it's not bows. Ribbons and lace and things. If I sort of get a garment that might have a lot of extra ribbon on it, I chop it off and I just save it in my tin. And then when I'm doing something like this, I've got lovely selection to go through. Pop that there. Need a craft hoop. This is the other half of the one I've got that I've used on the first one. Just picked this up in a charity shop for something like 75p, so really good. Scissors. I've got two pre-threaded needles, one with dark and one with light. Then there I've got a selection of bits of ribbon offcuts from the ones that I've chosen to use later, so save everything. If you've got some buttons, I've actually got to add on here today. I thought it'd be nice to use some of these. Now I made them quite some time ago, and they've just been sat really. And I don't know if you can see, I made them from Fimo or Fimo, depending how you say it, and they're just flowers. So one hoop. A selection of ribbon, which I've got laid out in front of me here. I've gone for purples, purpley mauve shades, and we're just going to get them. So one at a time, you get the ribbon. I've cut the V into the bottom of the ribbon here just to give it that nice finish that I was talking about. So fold it in half, make sure the top's like a loop, just so you can see there. I'm just going to bring it through and I'm going to push both pieces back through the loop and pull it down. Make sure that's nice and neat. There we go, so that's one. I'm going to do that with all of them. So fold it in half. You can cut them to different lengths, or you can have them the same. It's up to you. You can have some really long ones if you wish. Bring it through, push it through. There we have the second one. It's so easy to do. Just going to lift that up a little bit. Oops. There. So the next one, fold the ribbon in half, or the lace in this case. Make the loop, push the other two ends through, pull tight. There. The next one. So I've got all together with this one, I can't even count now, I've got 7 pieces. The amount always depends on you. It's your creation. You can put on what you like. As you can see, it's coming together nicely. So, this piece now. Through. Make the loop. Push the other 2 pieces through. Oops. Pull it down. Now they don't all have to be together. You can spread them out a little bit if you want. That's fine. I like them quite close. I'm going to put the whitey one on. I actually worked out what I was going to do and then thought it looked a little bit too dark. So I decided sort of last minute to add the 2 lighter pieces. But I think it really needed them. So I'm going to put that ribbon down. Made the loop. Going to push it back through. Bring that down. Just be careful with these hoops because sometimes the thing about getting them from a charity shop, it might have been well used. So it could have a few splinters on it. There we go. So I've got lovely. Still quite a lot to do yet. Got the general shape. So just pull it out a little bit. Now, what I tend to do, I'm only going to do it on one of these because obviously we're sort of short on time, but I want to show you. So, with the threaded needle that I have, when you've pulled it through, you've got a side that's this bit, and then you've got the side where it's come through. It looks a little bit different. And I'm just going to put a couple of stitches in there. So I've got a knot in the end of this. A couple of stitches in there and it actually sort of fixes it and keeps it in place. You don't have to go mad either. It's just literally 1, 2, once again through. Just going to push it through itself to finish it off. Do that again. Oops. And just snip it off there. There we go. It just makes it secure. It doesn't come apart then, and it's a better look. What I'll do is, I think I've got enough time to just do this on the other one, and later I will finish it. Just going to show you again. So on the back, go through where it's pulled together. Put a few stitches. I know I've not put a knot in this one, so I'm going to be careful. There we go. Oops. Try not to get things tangled up like I am. So now is a good time for me to turn on my glue gun. Obviously you don't need a glue gun. Good strong glue is fine. That through, just finish it off. So they're securely in place. I will do that with the others a little bit later on because it is much nicer. There. So another reason you've got this thread is because I'm going to show you how to make a quick flower for decoration. Just going to make sure there's a knot in there. And there's quite a bit there, so I'm going to cut it in half. A little bit of ribbon. It matches what's on the hanger. And you just get the edge of the ribbon, go through, make sure you've got a knot in it. It's always good. And even if you have, it still can come undone just like that. There we go. Over the same bit a couple of times. Add just a little running stitch Doesn't have to be anything fantastic. Thread it all on. And pull your thread through. So then you have that. So then what you need to do is pull that tighter and it all comes together, which is really good. And just put another stitch through the end. Oops, trying not to do that. And then what I do, I then sew down, put them together, sew down the edge, back to the bottom. Oops. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I can hear the birds singing outside, which is lovely. And which reminds me that my next make is going to be a bird feeder. So if you have some plastic bottles, save them, because they will come in useful for what I'm going to be doing next week. So that's like that. And then what you do, just open it out. Maybe that one's a little bit closely sewn, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. It's the general idea. Oops. And you've got sort of flowery shape. A bit bluebellish. There. And I'm then going to use my glue gun. I'm going to put a dollop of glue on the back. Ooh, didn't realise it was glittery gold. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to just put it around the edge of here. Now I'm going to make another one, another flower. So the same principle again. Just going to push that through. Oops. Running stitch. Along. It's just so it all gathers up basically. And you can do them with ribbon as well. You can do them with anything. But oops, I won't pull it as tight this time. I'm going to leave that a bit loose because that last one was a little bit too tight really. And we're going to go down the edge. Oops, I've got glue stuck on my finger. It can be fiddly, but it's fine. It's just having the patience really. And if you've got lots of time, you don't have to rush. There we go. Bring them through. I've got darker cotton because I'm sort of, I want you to be able to see it. Normally I'd have used the same shade as the lace. There we go. Just make sure that's tied off. Brilliant. And we have another flower. This one's probably, oh, it still looks a bit bluebellish. It's fine. Bit blue. And we're just gonna glue that one next to it, I think. Yeah, I think it'd be nice in the same colour. Now inside there, I've got these wooden beads. Now they're a bit big. So actually I'm going to change that. And inside them I'm going to put a little heart. These are one of the ones that I've made. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there. Stick that inside the not the button, inside the flower sort of shape. And another one. These are slightly different. Completely original. There we go. I'm going to put one in there. Like that shape. flower shape. Oops. I'll show you how it's coming on. There we go. Now, I think we'll do one more flower to go with them, and we're going to do a little lilac one. So I'm just going to pause this a moment while I quickly sort that out, and I'll be back in a second. So I've stuck on the third flower that I've made, and now I'm just going to show you how to make the top part. So I've got some string, nice amount of string there. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to fold it in like a short loop. Just going to push that through the top. Gone through, as you can see. Just going to bring that. Oops. Look. There we go. Tie it round. Just tie it off. And you can just do something really simple. I'm just trying to make this look prettier. There we go. That's one. And then we're going to just go through. Oops. Tie that off. Oops. Lovely. Now, please let us know what you think of these makes. Try them, and please send us photographs of yours. I'd love to see what you're doing and how they're turning out. Let me know if they're successful. Oops. So just going to bring that. So that's almost done, but I am going to finish it off by putting a couple of my pretty flowers I made. You can see this one's better than the others, so you really see how much work's gone into them. Bit of glue, and you're going to have one there. Oh, oops. And there, and I think we'll have a nice purple. Well, it's not, it's actually pink. Bright pink one as well. As I said, these are made from Fimo. And I did them a while ago. I didn't get everything ready just for today for this. It's been done quite some time. And a little one. It's got different shapes and sizes. One more. Ooh, I'm getting quite into it now. See, this is it. Once you start doing things and putting all the bits on, you can really experiment and sort of go to town. And there we have a very pretty, well, I think so, decoration. Thank you for joining me. I said earlier, next time I'm going to be making bird feeders. So if you've got some old plastic bottles, keep them. They'll come in useful. And get your bird seed ready. Right, thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Oops. Bye.